Yeah, and now you're expected to go 180 miles an hour in it. In a road that's really hilly and really quite twisty and really quite bumpy.
It's not made for this.
And then just random AI cars come flying past you out of nowhere for no...
Oh, shit.
What the fuck?
Oh, shit.
Oh, he's...
Oh, shit.
Hello people of the internet, welcome back to the Armbar Arcade, and unfortunately, nay, welcome back to the Bad Games Beatdown. And it is quite a somber welcome back after the events of last time. I mean,
Yep.
quite how, I mean, have you recovered?
Not entirely, no. I don't think I ever will.
No.
If I'm honest.
Just maybe like that one loss that haunts the rest of your career. Sonic 06 is that sort of game, but we must move on, the show must go on. And I figured today, to try and move forward from the worst game of all time, I shall settle an old score.
Okay.
It's an old score that has been brewing for a very, very long time. It will also be the conclusion of our recent Need for Speed Beatdown trilogy.
I think I know what's coming.
Yes, you do, because it's on the screen right now. This, folks, is Need for Speed ProStreet, my least favourite Need for Speed game of all time. Now, a little bit of context before we start. I was a huge fan of the Need for Speed Underground era of games. I got in with it on Underground. Underground 2 is even better. Most Wanted was awesome. Carbon was awesome. Then we came to this, which promised to take the series in a new direction, off the streets, as a opening cutscene says. Now, kids, you mustn't street race. That's a bad thing. We totally haven't been encouraging you to do that for the last 4 games, but you mustn't do that anymore. That's bad. So what are we doing instead? Driving cars that handle like loaded up shopping trolleys around really boring racetracks, and oh dear. And it's a game I tried to like when I was younger because Need for Speed and because, you know, muscle cars, and there's some good bits to the game. And then I didn't, and then years later I came back to it and I hated it so much I snapped the disc, and then last year I came back to it again and said, you know what, I'm going to stream it, I'm going to complete it 100% on Twitch, and if I still hate it, it's going to get a beatdown.
Well, here we are.
Well, here we are, so it's time for revenge. This isn't just a beatdown for me, this is like catharsis. I'm like working out some inner demons here.
If this is the last time I ever play this, I'll be happy.
So here we go, this is the new world we've been introduced to. Racing is off the streets and now it's on an airfield.
We've got basically a stock Nissan with a few stickers on it.
Yep, and we've got... all these street racers must have had quite a lot of money because they've hired all these awnings and signs and neon lights and everything.
And inflatables and a DJ.
What of DJ decks there, look at that. Some guy from Dartford in his Honda Civic, trundling along, and some attractive half-dressed women leaning on cars.
Cloud of smoke.
Because as everyone knows, no women actually drive street racing cars. They just stand around looking sexy. Yeah, this is fun. Can we play now?
No.
This all looks very fun, but we're not...
They're worried you're going to find out how bad the handling is.
Yes.
They're like, give it another 5 minutes.
Drifting racing, yeah. So cute. So this is the kind of setup for this game. It's totally not street racing. It's racing around a closed airfield.
Where people aren't even watching. They had their backs to the action.
Yeah. Look, I'm drifting. Look at me.
We're all the same 3 people clapping.
He's crashed. Look at that mug. Not that any of the... oh, look at him there. What a twat. None of the fans are even paying attention. They probably can't see through the clouds of smoke. And there's some twat in a hoodie there, fresh off Dartford High Street. And now there's some drag racing, yay. Still not playing the game.
This is quite a long intro. You've seen him in the DVDs. What DVDs?
Those DVDs at the top shelf in the newsagent that your mum tells you not to go near. Oh, here we go. Yeah, this is the main villain of this game, who's the Showdown King. Because the whole thing of this game is that there's 4 different racing disciplines. Each of them has a king that never actually does anything, so you wonder
and
why...
he's usually quite terrible at racing.
Yeah, spoiler alert, as someone who has completed the game, when you get to their final boss fights, they're terrible. And then there's this
I'm the drift king. I can't drift.
Yeah, and then there's this guy who apparently has won all of it and is king of all kings. He's king of kings. He's Triple H, basically. And... oh, here we go. Now he's on the mic, cutting a promo. He's like, yeah, it's not bad. This is like the qualifier event, I think. Oh, yeah, and apparently... oh, I've skipped the cutscene, fuck it.
Yeah, it's Ryan Cooper, fuck it. Never mind.
Yeah.
Who cares about him?
Who gives a toss? Oh, finally, we're actually going to drive some cars now. Yes, let's get this party started at last. Okay, here we go. And... noise! And so we're on the way. This is the tutorial race. We're in a Nissan 240SX.
The sense of speed is non-existent.
What sense of speed? There isn't one.
We're going 73 miles an hour and it's like, yeah, just trundling along.
Driving. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, it's heavy.
Yeah. So right away, we are demonstrating two of the big flaws of this game. Steady on. I'm now just going to go around the outside of the entire field. Wilson Wong, do you really want to go any slower? Please go slower. Are you using your dong to accelerate? Is that it? I'm just going to drive past you.
Wilson Dong.
So, yeah, two things to note right out of the gate. One, we're half a lap through the opening race and we're already out in front by over a second. Two, the handling is absolute bollocks.
Yeah, it's dog shit. It's
This
terrible.
is some of the worst handling I've ever seen in any racing game ever, and that includes maxed out racing. It's like trying to turn the Titanic.
It's like tennis. You got to put some effort into it. Ugh. Ugh.
You gotta get your Roger Federer grunting
Yeah.
out. To,
It's not the best thing to play when your parents are home.
there we go. So there's that, and it's just so heavy, but like the handling also feels like you're turning the center of the car rather than the front wheels. Do you know what I mean? So we're going to make simulation handling. What does that involve? Really heavy handling. What, and what else? No, that's it.
Just make the cars heavier.
Yeah, which is... Oh, it's just tedious. Like, it's not even like power slidey heavy. Like the driver games had great sort of power slidey handling.
Yeah.
This is just understeery handling. It's just...
You won.
Did I?
Yeah.
Were there even other people in that race?
By the end of it, no.
We were actually in the group. It's like, well...
Don't forget to use your brakes.
Yay!
Good hint.
Yeah, woo! Yeah, woo! He beat those pensioners from the bingo hall to qualify for the battle machine, yeah. And there's our main character, Ryan Cooper. Oi!
Hey.
Oi, you prick! What are you trying to cut a heel promo on me, mate? You try and drive this piece of shit!
I don't know why Ryan Cooper doesn't just run up there and do him.
What, just deck him?
Yeah.
That would be amazing. Yeah, this guy's so... be awesome.
Well, he did not look pretty doing. Oi. Oi.
Oh, you pleb. Does he even know us?
We're like a rookie here, and he's
Yeah.
the absolute king of everything. This is like...
Can you imagine if, like, I don't know, fucking John Jones, it was like, right, well, John, you've just defended your title, but this new guy who's just been signed to the UFC, he could be a great yeah, fuck that guy. I
that
fucking
guy,
hate him.
yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's a bizarre setup to the story. Like, at least the previous games had some semblance of story.
And this is just like tons of events. This is Battle Machine, so there's like...
Yeah.
How many Battle Machine events? Like
there's
7 or
yeah,
something?
there's like 5 tiers of 7 or 8 events each. The career mode is ridiculously padded.
It is.
And that would be fine if the actual racing was fun, but...
When you stream this, you had to play bits in between streamings.
Yes.
Just so you could complete it in 5 streams?
Yeah, it took 5 3.5-hour streams, plus about 6 additional hours completing the extra events to do. So, should we dive in?
Let's dive in.
Alright, here's the battle machine.
Right, so we got a grip race, which is just a race.
A regular race,
Normal
yeah.
race.
Does the Ridge Racer Unbounded thing of... Yeah.
Apparently what they call them in Japan, I think. But
Okay, yes, no, you're right.
other
You're
than
right.
that, there's no reason to call it a grip race, unless they're like Japanophiles, I guess.
At its core, grip racing is all about the fastest driver in the field.
Is other racing not?
Grip races are basically a straight-up race. Then why do we need a tutorial for it? God, this game's wank.
So everyone's in a Golf GTI.
Yeah.
Look at all these Golf GTIs.
Which, I mean, equal cars, so you may think a bit of a challenge there, you know. Right, my turn to sip beer and laugh at you, struggle with the handling.
Well, I nearly forgot the accelerate button, so that would have been tragic.
Yeah, it's on the spongy L2 and R2 buttons, which was kind of the standard by this point, but...
Oh shit, it's... the handling's so heavy I couldn't actually avoid that.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
it's
first
horrible.
turn, which was a mild left-right chicane, you just crash straight into the wall.
Oh, it's horrible.
It is horrible, isn't it? Like I say, if it was heavy in a sort of power slidey way, that would be one thing, like Driver, especially Driver San Francisco has this awesome heavy arcade handling. This is just... It is exactly what my mate back at school described this game when we first got it, because I had a mate of mine in secondary school who got this game before I did, and I was like, oh, what's the new Need for Speed game like? He was like, mate, it's shit. The cars... and he actually called this game Need for Speed Pro Trolley.
It is. It's like a shopping trolley.
It is like, you know those IKEA trolleys where you've loaded them up with like flat pack furniture?
Yeah, they're just so heavy that they
Yeah.
don't turn.
It is like that. It's like they went, well, simulation handling means every car weighs 1,000 tons.
And like, I'm glad for there being 8 cars on the track at any one time, but we're nowhere near any of the other ones, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you've not even been driving that well and you're already leading by a comfortable margin over everyone. And you're 10, 11 seconds up on the target time, which relates to another new feature for this game. We alluded to it in Undercover, the aspect of dominating. Which is basically the game admitting, yeah, the AI's shit, so you're going to beat them easy, but can you beat this arbitrary target time? Yes, because that's also a piece of piss to beat.
It's like they got their 5-year-old sons about, right, play this game, you're going to set all the target times. He's like, okay.
Okay, Daddy, I've stuck the analog stick up my nose. Right, that's okay. Kieran, you've done fine.
Kieran.
What's the target time for this half-mile lap?
6
20
minutes.
20 minutes, Daddy, that's good, isn't it? Yeah, we'll go with that, son. So, how's the weather?
It's pretty good. I hate this sign.
And you still want it.
I still want about like 3
You were literally
seconds.
fucking around.
There they are. There they are.
They're trundling along in formation.
4 seconds behind.
In a 2-lap race.
In a 2-lap race where I wasn't going particularly fast
donkeys. At all. So we've done a grit race. That was tedious. Should we do a drag race and see if that's any better?
I suppose.
Yep. Okie doke. Let's do a Cobalt SS. Do a drag race. Which, of course, we need a tutorial for.
First one to cross the line wins the drag race.
Yeah, you drive in a straight line for a quarter mile. First across the finish line wins.
Fastest car wins.
Yeah, good.
Like normal.
Yeah. Like, you know, in a grit race, the fastest car around a lap wins. In this, the fastest car in a straight line wins. It's amazing. I literally could not give a wank.
You could probably give a wank.
This would be one hell of a challenge wank.
To be fair, drag mode's probably the best for that. Let's bring it back Need for Speed Nitro vibes.
Keep one hand free for. Right, okay, that's going to be my challenge. I'm going to do it one-handed. But first we have to do a Burnout, which, in fairness, is one of the things I quite like. Like, this game is annoying in that it's one of those shit games that has the odd really good idea and you're like, oh, I like that. Why is the rest of the game so terrible? Whereas something like Sonic 06 had no good ideas, executed terribly.
Yeah.
So this
trying to find the good bits.
Yep, so here we go. You get this Burnout feature, which is realistic to real drag racing and...
incredible.
Okay, here we go. So one-handed drag racing. Woo, yeah. Look at that guy. Beat the meat while he drag races. Still using one hand. One hand.
Oh, we've won easily.
One hand.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, we won easily, yeah.
There we go. So, challenge drag wank complete.
So let's just take a look at some of these.
So our opponent did a 14.6. That's not awful.
Well, we did a 13.91.
Yep.
And over here we got Bill Newman, who managed to go 2 miles an hour slower and 4 seconds slower.
Yes.
Where a guy did a better time at 86 miles an hour.
Yeah, spoiler alert, the AI-generated times are bollocks.
It's like they can't even do maths. They're just like, and he went 84 miles an hour, and he went 113.
There was 4...
It makes no sense.
Did he accelerate up to 113 miles an hour and then just let off the gas?
Yeah, brake across the line or something. That's the only explanation.
Like, the weirdest one I ever had was later on in the game where I won an event going 205 miles an hour. The second place car was 0.3 of a second slower at 110. Yeah, whatever. The other guy just didn't even go.
Look at him stop.
Oh, it's circle that's NOS.
Ah, there we go, right.
And, well, it's all run out already. Well, that was bollocks. Fuck this noise! Oh. Fuck this noise! Fuck this noise! Yes! There you go.
And we still won the event.
No one improved. Get bagged. You absolute plebs. I don't understand how you make this boring. Like,
no, it should
previous
be
Need for
exciting.
Speed games were anything but boring. Like, Undercover was broken as fuck and just a rip-off of previous games. Nitro was just sort of comically, what even is this?
Yeah.
But it wasn't boring. This is just... We've shot for this serious, new kind of actual circuit racing vibe, but we still want to be street racing and down with the... Oh, there you go. And we've got dumb as fuck AI that just crash on their own. That might be the most damning compliment you can give, or criticism you can give a racing game. That it's boring.
Yeah.
And this is really boring.
Shortcut.
Yeah, by the way, there's no...
I've just taken out a cactus.
Cardboard cactus.
Still had the best lap time though, so I should win that. I don't know. I should win that.
Oh, come on.
I had the best lap time.
Was anyone going to go faster than him? I don't think so.
I'm trying to help this guy get a better lap by pushing him.
Oh, bump drafting. Yeah, nice.
Go,
NASCAR
go,
style.
go.
This is the new NASCAR VW Golf Series.
Come on.
Go
You
on,
can get a better lap
braking.
time. Come on.
Stop braking, you donut.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on. Come on. Right, we've unlocked one event.
2 events.
Oh, 2.
Top one as well.
Right, okie doke. But before we do that, should we go and actually buy a...
No. When you change your car, it is called customization.
How much money have we got? We got some money. We've got literally some money. So let's go buy a car, shall we? Car lot. Right, okay. So what can we afford? We've got an Acura.
Two cars. Hey, they could buy that.
What?
Full Focus. ST? No.
But we're forbidden from drifting in it.
Oh, okay.
You're not allowed to drift this car, Nay. Your mum says you can't drift this.
No, your insurance premiums will go up.
Confused.com was like, do you plan on drifting this? No, no, can't do that. That's unlocked, but apparently...
No drifting in a Subaru Impreza. Have you seen Rally?
Colin McRae somewhere has risen from the dead and gone, you fucking what, mate? Are you fucking serious? Well, we can afford that for some Mission D vibes. Let's go.
Running in the 90s.
Let's get into one of the few good spots of this game, which is the customization, which is actually quite good. I'll give that some credit. They have upgraded that for this game. Apparently just taking off the badges gives us 186 plus aero points.
Yeah, because those badges cause drag.
The blobby wide body. I think this is going to be an undercover scenario. Just make it look shit.
Yeah, definitely.
We've made no improvements whatsoever. Oh. This is like me trying to get my head around the Sonic love story.
Oh, you have to win! Oh, that's what I was doing
Do
wrong.
you? Shit! That was me thinking just trundling around in last would be suitable.
Acceptable, yeah.
Ooh! Grip class. Okay, let's see what that is. Multi-class grip races. Cars are pre-screened when they enter the competition and that.
So we've got 956 brake horsepower car.
Yeah.
Against
112 horsepower.
Yeah.
That's quite the difference.
Group B, you're not kidding.
Oh yeah, I am. Although, how confident are you that we could still beat the Group B cars?
I think so.
All right, here we go. That's gonna be the challenge.
They're not actual Group B cars.
No,
so
they're
we
not.
Probably can.
There's no folks in like Audi Quattros behind us.
Why are we at the front? Why is Group B behind us? You haven't thought this out.
I guess they start staggered, maybe. Yeah, they've started the faster cars behind us. So right, and Dive Bomb City Beach. Send.
Oh,
how?
That's his boot.
Right, here come the Group B cars. Let's block. You're not getting past us.
Oh, they're not. They're
they are.
Given up.
Oh my. Guys! Oh my. How shit do you have to be?
Pretty shit.
They're literally just crashing into each other at 30 miles an hour. Oh, there's a Group B car. No! You shall not pass! Right, so we've actually now found some challenge in...
Ow.
Oh, come on!
What? Have you got some
now
sort of
manual
damage?
gears? What? Why are the gears now manual? What?
Has it changed to manual gears?
Yes.
What? I've never heard of that
Yep,
before.
it's just randomly changed mid-race to manual gears.
That has never happened.
That is primo bollocks right there. The one good thing that Undercover did was that they did try and fix this handling model a bit. Because if they had this in Undercover, it would have been fucking atrocious. Yeah, whatever, go away.
I mean, it was fucking atrocious.
It was still atrocious, but... Right, well, that happened.
We still beat one Group B car.
I think we did. Yay, we were 5 seconds ahead of second place in our own group.
So that's a win then.
Yep.
So Group B was just irrelevant.
Yeah. There was no point for it being... Would have been nice if there were some bonus points for like beating the Group B cars as well.
Yeah.
That would have been nice. But no, that was far too much creativity for this game. Yay!
Track record broken.
New track record!
Game broken.
Game broken. And I know some people are going to say, well, it's the start of the game, it's going to be a bit... No,
You
trust
played
me.
the entire game.
It doesn't... The only thing that gets any harder is when one random AI opponent just cheeses the fuck out of you because you dared to make your car faster.
Yeah.
That's literally it. Like, even in the final boss events, there were cars doing like 18-second quarter miles, and you're like, Surely you'd have been weeded out by now. This is supposed to be the top tier of drag racing.
In the same way that I'd played Sonic 06 to completion, and I could guarantee that didn't get any better. You've played this to completion. You can guarantee it doesn't get any better.
Oh look! Someone's daring to put some resistance up.
Light damage.
Fontorino. Oh, bang, mate. Bang. PIT maneuver, mate. PIT maneuver. No, I'm still beating you.
Go on.
Yes! That was like police training.
Oh, you won.
He won my 200th per second. We finally had a close race now. Over to you.
Oh, great.
What can you do to fuck around with drag mode? It is entirely one of those games where you have to make your own fun, because there really is no fun to be found otherwise.
It just isn't. Oh, we're up against Ken Burney again, the 80-year-old man.
The 80-year-old man from Stoke-on-Trent.
Fuck it. That's a start.
Oh, go on. I was going to bomb draft you. Yeah! Oh, he's trying to PIT.
Come on, Ken. Come on, Ken.
Go on, Ken. Go on, Ken. Get. Oh, take down. Oh, he's trying to swerve back across the track. What even was that?
That was Ken.
You absolute Ken.
Absolute Ken. We won.
And still no one beat us. The fuck are you doing?
So, light damage, minor performance degradation, heavy damage, major performance degradation. Would you agree?
No.
No.
I literally drove a race on this once, and there's a clip of it on our Twitch, where I smashed into a wall halfway through the race, did a barrel roll in mid-air, landed back on my wheels, and completed the race, and I didn't notice any change in performance. Right, so what we're going to do now is... Fuck this noise. It's sort of the career mode has already got boring. So luckily there are a couple of cheats, including ones that unlock all the events in the game. Why you'd want to do that, I don't know. That's like, ooh, you're enjoying this bowl of soggy cereal. Here's all the bowls of soggy cereal in the world.
But you can have the last bowl of soggy cereal and go back to eating regular cereal at least.
Yes, yeah. Nay. Do you know what a speed challenge is?
I've never played a speed challenge because I played the first few events and was like, haha, I'm never playing this game again. And then we've played this game again.
And you've never driven a speed challenge?
Nope.
Well, you're about to now.
Hooray. No, not. What's the opposite of hooray? Oh, no.
No.
Oh, no.
All right. Speed challenge is all about mastering the...
Because we haven't played any races, we still get the tutorial, even though this is like the boss fight. They're like, just in case you hadn't realised, because somehow you've got here without doing this.
Yeah. We have skipped, by the way, to one of the events at the very end of the game, very near the end of the game. This is basically in the same tier. If you beat the events in this tier, you unlock the boss for Speed Challenge.
So this should be a lot harder.
Should be.
Should be.
Once again, worth noting that is very much a street that we're racing on.
That is a street. This is street racing.
No, but it's not now.
Oh,
because street racing is bad.
Right,
You mustn't do that. It's naughty. Here we go. We've got a nice Dodge Viper SRT 10. You must think that's a fun car to drive. Can't fuck that up.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Yo, guys, there's this thing called an accelerator. Oh, there he is. He's found one.
He's found it.
That guy's found it. Yay!
Oh, man, this is like fucking bobsledding.
What? Oh. Yeah, so Speed Challenge is all about top speed, so the physics are even worse for some reason. You've got this really wobbly, shaky cam. The cars are suddenly
taken
really
off.
And the tracks, like this, aren't finished.
What? Who's put this in the middle of the road? What? Why?
Yeah.
Why is there debris?
For a speed challenge, not street race, where you're doing over 200 miles an hour, you really want to go on a road full of roadworks that isn't open. This is like M25 simulator.
Well, I think the M25 is open.
Yeah, exactly.
There's less debris on the M25.
Yeah.
My bonnet's gone. The car's gone. Well, now we're going 90 foot. Where did all the speed go?
Because you hit some cones, apparently.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And you're driving on gravel.
Oh.
And this random sign.
And we're still fifth. This is apparently a performance worthy of fifth
Yeah,
place.
the AI car's already crashed out, so you don't have to worry about them.
Like,
But, yeah, how would you compare the physics to the other game modes?
it still feels heavy. It feels really heavy to even turn anywhere.
Which is weird, given that this is a mode where you're moving at high speed and you need to make quick adjustments at high speed, right?
Yeah, literally, this still feels like a trolley.
Yeah, and now you're expected to go 180 miles an hour in it. In a road that's really hilly and really quite twisty and really quite bumpy.
It's not made for this.
And then just random AI cars come flying past you out of nowhere for no...
Oh, shit.
What the fuck?
Oh, shit.
Oh, he's...
Oh, shit.
Mate, high five. That was good. It's just glitched into the wall.
Should we download Need for Speed Pro Street for our phones?
No, I'm good.
No, let's not do that.
I'm good, thanks. Right, so do you want to try and explain what Sector Shootout is to the viewers?
Right, so Sector Shootout rewards you with points when you win a sector, which is getting the fastest time around that sector.
Yes.
Unfortunately, if you're in first when the race starts, you seem to win a load of bonus points for free, making it incredibly difficult for anyone to beat you. The player always starts last. And
So I'm just struggling to go around a turn at 15 fucking miles an hour. Continue.
that is a problem with this game. But yeah, basically, you just do the sectors as fast as you can.
And no matter how fast you seem to be going, the AI always seems to be just a little bit quicker.
And you
Even
always
though-
lose.
Yeah, you basically have to cheat to win at this mode. So, like, if we were doing a time attack around this circuit, I'd probably be beating the AI easily. There you go. It randomly flashed up white as if I was about to beat the record. Then it was like, actually, no, you didn't. You totally didn't beat that segment. But that time, fair enough. I did unsteer off at the first hairpin. I can understand that one. What about this one? We'll put some NOS on. Here we go. Come on. Gonna beat 305. Oh, we won that one.
we got
there
it.
we go.
Okay, good.
Yeah, good.
And if you get all of the sectors in one lap, you get some more bonus points or something. Basically, they have a mathematical way to make it so that you lose every single fucking time.
Yeah, the game mode is broken, effectively.
They're just sort of like, oh, you didn't get enough points, mate. No, we give out the points, but you didn't get enough.
Yeah, this is
we
the game
decide how
mode.
many you get.
This is a game mode that I once looked up an FAQ for, and it basically said, if there are parts where you can shortcut the corners, do that. So you have to cheat to win this mode. Like there, I'll show you that in a minute. So let's just do a normal lap, well, as normal as possible, with the most horrible handling in racing entertainment history. We've won another sector.
Oh, we do. This is right at the end of the game, isn't it?
Yep. This is one of the final events in the game.
We're in a non-upgraded car with 129 brake horsepower.
Yep.
And they've got about 600. What's going on?
This fucking game's so broken.
But this is what I mean. We broke 2 of the sector records in the first one, and yet Gavin May is leading us by over 200 points.
Yeah, how is that happening?
Man,
Because they got all the sector records before we did.
Yeah.
That's what's happening. That's why Tarkovsky's on naught.
because he's just been lost.
He's just been terrible.
But that's what I mean. If you're first, you have such a significant advantage over everyone else. It doesn't matter what we do.
I've also lost count of the amount of times I've gone through those gates on a really close one, and it's gone to flash up the white text implying I've beat the record, and then something gone, oh no, you missed it out by 1 point. You're like, really? 102? How fast was Gavin May through that first sector?
Pretty fast.
Because when you actually watch him driving in the other game modes, he's pretty fucking slow. This is what I mean. It's when the AI, when you can't see the AI, they're mystically
That's when
really
they're
good.
most dangerous.
Yeah. We beat our own record. No. Okay.
We don't even get points for beating our own record, though. You only get the difference between what you got and what your record is.
Absolutely,
So
yeah.
you have to break all the other sectors.
Hang on, we're holding 2 sectors, and yet we're...
Yeah, we're holding half the racetrack hostage, and we're still losing
Yeah.
by over half of our score. I don't why. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. This is the way to do it.
There we go. Well, if they're not going to put track limits in this game, then fuck it.
There's
what are we
another one
supposed
here.
to do?
To the right.
Do, and the grass doesn't really slow you down, so do. I'm just going to break my own record now.
There we go. Right, we're doing a bit better. We still need to break another sector for some reason, despite us doing amazing.
Hey,
Yeah.
this race over yet?
No, not yet. This is the last sector. See if you can beat your record.
Don't care. I've literally not given any less fucks about anything in my life. Sluggishly accelerate out of the corner. It doesn't matter. We've still won.
Fine.
So, yeah, there you go.
So that's the worst mode in the game.
Yep. Shall we end with the least bad mode in the game?
Yeah.
Actually, I think you should have the first go.
Okay.
Have you ever done drift in this mode?
No.
Great!
So, lots of different brake horsepowers here.
Yeah.
Doesn't really matter because we're drifting.
Yes. Also, I'm loving the fact that this is another high-quality professional racing event.
So they've changed up the handling, so it's extremely drifty for these events.
Yeah. It's basically like the handling's still heavy, but the rear end, it's like the tyres are flat.
Yeah.
Is the best way to describe it. Like there's smeared jam on the rear tyres.
It's not very easy.
No, it's not. And because they've insisted on setting so many of these events in like closed off, urban, totally not street racing environments, it means the walls are really tight in and the tracks have no flow, which is kind of what you need in drifting where the physics are really heavy.
Stayed on track bonus? Hell yeah. Oh.
You couldn't physically go off track. Unless you literally plummeted off into the sea over there.
So did I do okay?
No.
Okay.
There we go. We have NOS in this mode, which gives you a bonus thing. So, there we... And then you just... Yeah, great. It's not like I totally wanted to change direction and actually chain my drifts there. Poor drifting. I like you see you... Fuck, I can't even talk.
I'm glad my score wasn't that much less than this.
No, we're trying to turn this way now. Why would you do a really twisty, slalomy track surrounded by concrete walls with a drifting engine that doesn't suit changing direction quickly? Why the hell would you do that? You'd have to be a really, like, cruel, nasty individual. Oh my god, has the game crashed?
Has the game crashed?
Has the game actually crashed?
Add it to the list of games.
The game's crashed!
The
game's crashed!
Woo.
No, it's over. It is
go.
all over. By third round knockout.
There we go, we beat
TKO'd
this game down enough.
Oh, that feels good.
Yes.
Because you know what that means, Nate? I never have to play this game ever again.
This is the last
free.
we will see of Need for Speed Pro Street.
I'm free. I'm ejecting the disc. And I'm throwing it across the room. There you go. That's the last time a Pro Street disc will ever be in my PS3. You've witnessed history here, folks. And, Nay, conclusion, if you please.
It's not a good game. It's a bad game. It's I mean, for a racing game, right? Need for Speed, it doesn't fulfill the street racing urge.
It's a terrible Need for Speed game.
It doesn't fulfill the circuit racing urge.
Yep. It's a terrible racing game.
It doesn't fulfill the drifting urge, the drag racing urge. There's nothing.
It fails at everything it tries to do, doesn't it? Like, the annoying thing, and why I've probably gone back, is that there are quite a few people who do actually defend this game, and I'm sure there'll be people in the comments like, oh no, this is a great game. Genuinely, did you play this for more than an hour? Because I think early on, when the AI are piss easy and you're customising the car, it's quite fun. There's some novel concepts there, the drag racing and the drift. But then you get into the speed challenge, and then you get into the repetitive events and the grinding and the wasting your time only to get cheesed the fuck out by some random AI opponent that decided to be Ayrton Senna for some reason. And then you get to the bosses, and they're the shittest, most stupid AI in the game. And it's just fucking tedious. Trust me, guys. Trust me. I speak from experience. Don't go here. Don't revisit this game.
Here be demons.
Here be demons. I've been there. Don't make the same mistake I did. Oh, man. This is the game that made Need for Speed not fun anymore for me. And that's kind of the worst crime you can commit.
The beginning of their descent, it's like sort of...
Because you had that hot streak with Underground, the Hot Pursuit games before that. You had Underground, Underground 2, Most Wanted, Carbon, this great quartet of games. And then this. And then Undercover, and then Nitro, and then stuff like Rivals.
Just mediocrity, really.
Yeah, this is it. And then they've kind of never recovered. Which is kind of what we said about Sonic 06 in a way.
Yeah.
We're not talking anything that bad, though. I don't think this is anywhere near that level of bad. I mean, it mostly functions.
We'll give it 30.
30%, which I think is still generous, but never mind. Maybe I'm just more emotionally scarred by this game. But anyway, whoever's editing this, put it up. It is in the Hall of Shame now. And I never have to play it anymore as my bedroom falls apart around me.
Wonderful.
Like my heart whenever I play this game. But we've exercised the demons.
Or at least given ourselves some exercise. Exorcisms and exercises.
Shall I wrap it up now?
Yeah. Please.
Well, give this video a thumbs up if you have enjoyed it. Comment down below any other Need for Speed games that deserve a beatdown, and the games that have disappointed you the most. The biggest letdown in your gaming history. Subscribe if you're new around here. Also follow us on Twitch, twitch.tv/ArmbarArcade. And we will see you next time. Not in this dockyard, and not on the streets, but in the Armbar Arcade.